First, when you use an app, it's now only going to get limited access to your information, your name, your profile photo, and your email address, unless they've gone through a full review. So that's much less information than apps can get on mobile platforms today. Second, if you haven't used an app in 3 months, we're going to prevent that app from accessing your information until you authorize it again. Third, last month, we showed everyone on the top of their newsfeed a tool with a list of all the apps that they've used, as well as a simple way to remove permissions for any apps that they no longer want to access. Finally, we're investigating every single app that had access to a large amount of people's information before we locked down our platform in 2014. And where we have concerns, we're going to conduct an audit and suspend the app. And if we conclude that people's personal data was misused, we will ban the app and the developer completely and tell everyone who is affected. So far, we've investigated thousands of apps, and we've suspended more than 200. As we work to protect people's information, we also need to give people more control. At the heart of Europe's new data protection law, the GDPR, are 3 important principles: control, transparency, and accountability. And we've always shared these values and given people the ability to control what information they share and who they share it with. And now, we're going even further to comply with these strong new rules. We're making the same controls and settings available to people who use Facebook around the world. Okay, there were a few questions about GDPR. The principles here are around control, transparency, and accountability. The idea, a number of you asked when we expect to be fully compliant with GDPR regulations. We do expect to be fully compliant on May 25th, so in 3 days from now. We've had a large team working on this inside Facebook to make sure that we're compliant. And one of the things that we've wanted to make sure in rolling this out is, because one of the things that the law requires here in Europe is that someone has to go through these extensive flows before they can use the service, starting on May 25th. And one of the pieces of feedback that we got from people in the community was that they didn't want to get roadblocked before being able to go see their friends' content. Right? If you're coming to Facebook because you want to share something, the last thing that we want is for someone to go through the flows quicker than they need to, and just click OK or no on a bunch of stuff because they just want to blow through that in order to get to what they were trying to do. So we've actually been rolling out the GDPR settings and flows for a while now, and a large percent of Europeans have already gone through them, and we've basically put the flows in front of people and given them the opportunity to dismiss them. Starting on May 25th, we will start requiring people to go through the flows before they can resume using our services.